What's up, everyone? Nethervoid here with more Satisfactory for you. Season 2, Episode 39. Just kicking it here with Offline Player. We've been talking about what we're doing today and the plans and everything. And, of course, as usual, he's not really doing anything. He's just sipping his coffee. You know, like I'm sipping my coffee, but I got to do a bunch of work. So he's just going to chill. And, John, I saw your comment, and so did Offline Player. And he said, yes, he needs an office. He can't just be sitting up here floating around. He's getting cold, you know, because he's not moving and doing anything. So he's definitely going to need his own office, maybe episode 40 for that. But he said, you know, we need to prioritize this, he said, which is very typical of managers. They want to prioritize whatever they want and everything else, you know, step aside. So we're going to be getting that on there. In fact, let's put it on the list here. Probably after we do the load balancer. I don't know, in here somewhere maybe. We'll just put it on the list. Actually, maybe it's a coming up thing. I'm not exactly sure when we're going to be able to get to this. Offline player office build. Yeah, we need to build that office ASAP-ish, you know, because we got other things to do today. So, today what we're going to do, though, is we're going to do some train upgrades. Now, we just did, last episode, we did computers. We got them online. And we didn't need that many computers to do these upgrades. I think we needed 125, and I already had like 50. So like 75 computers, which we were making 15 per minute. So that's like 5 minutes, no big deal. So we got those all figured out. And heavy modular frames was the episode before. And so we're ready to rock. And I shoved them all in this box. Ooh, I need to do some resupply probably. But let's get those guys. We're going to need all those. Ooh, are we going to have enough? Oh, yeah, okay. We got an extra 100. We're good. So let's go slap those guys in and make our trains a lot better. We're going to need those. Oh, man, we need also a bunch of cable and stuff. I should just... hold on a second. Let me go get a resupply. Hold on. Back from resupplying and getting everything ready for these train upgrades. And I think what we're going to have to do is actually... We'll start a train upgrade, but each one of these takes 1 to 2 minutes or something like that. So what we're going to do is drag a man around with us while we do other things and just unlock all the stuff as we go. But... that's going to be interesting. We probably should slam in the one that costs the most resources then, because I don't want to carry around... Oh, that's a lot. That's a few stacks of things. Because I just don't want to carry all this stuff around. This is 2.5 minutes. Okay, let's get that one going. Let's just take all... And then, we're not going to be working very far away, so maybe we could pop back and forth. I've been expanding the hypertube system to include more accelerators, because I'm just tired of waiting to get through the tubes. Like, I just want to be there already. Anyway, let's get in heavy-duty motors, which, again, it's going to make trains go faster, but it's also going to increase the wattage that they use to go faster, right? It's going to increase that, so... We got to be a little careful there. Not super careful, because we do have a pretty banging system. Let's check it, though. Because I know, yeah, even now our consumption is getting close to 4,000. So we definitely need to expand this power before we do any further expansion on our system. So let's get to that now that we've slammed that guy in. Let's pick up all my stuff. And then I think we'll just come back and put that in since we're going to be working close by. So let's just... Ooh, actually, let's put this back. Right? And then let's pick up this other stuff. I took out the big box because I actually need more than one big box, and it's just kind of an eyesore. Yeah, you can see I've kind of started expanding, and I didn't finish this one. Hold on, let me finish this. Can I? Yeah, I can probably finish it. Maybe I might. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I have space to take these out. I just didn't take the supports out once I was done building the accelerator. Alright, now let's just throw this away. So I always like at least one stack of inventory available because I don't want to create crates everywhere. Alright, so let's get over to the fuel power plant, and this is really not very... Boom! Not very gracious right there, entrance, but it's fine. Look at that. That is much improved than just sitting in that thing forever. We got to go one more, though, and I don't think this guy has an accelerator, so he's a little bit slower, but it's not too bad. I also picked up a bunch of extra copper sheet because we are going to need that. A lot of times now what I'm having to do, because our network really is consuming most of the products that we're making, raw materials, the different things like that. Oh, man, that's so sweet. I kind of love this off-ramp that it goes under. It's one of the only off-ramps that goes under the global track. It just looks amazing. I love how It's super custom and everything. I do like custom systems. They just take longer to build. This took me a couple of hours because I had to finagle the tracks a certain way. And then I had like looping problems with the signals and stuff. That's why you see that weird signal in the middle right there. Anyway, since our system is consuming so much of what we're actually making, sometimes there's a train just sitting there waiting and sucking up all the material. I think that's why I really need a base pretty soon, because without that, it becomes kind of hard sometimes to get the materials you need to build. And we're over here with the sweet-looking Turbofuel power plant here. And so let's get down here and just walk in the normal way here instead of flying. This place is so amazing. I also... Oh, good. It's done. This guy was not connected to the system. I connected him off camera a few episodes ago, really. But let's... we're going to have to pop back over there. Well, this doesn't really work. Why don't I put all my stuff down? We'll pop back over there. Let's build a MAM right here. That's a better idea. Let's build a MAM. Ma'am, can you please just calm down? We'll build a MAM, and of course we have to color it Turbofuel color, right? I mean, duh, it's in the Turbofuel plant here. Or Turbofuel power plant. And we'll slam a dude in pretty soon, but let's dump our stuff. We actually have containers for that, these big, gross, nasty ones. So let's do that, and I need to move these guys too. There are a lot of stockpiles of stuff and concrete all over the place, because when I get to a place and I have to build a lot, I generally go and grab a bunch of resources. But then I get stuck with a bunch of stuff. You can see here, oh, I don't want to move. I don't want to put my thing in there. Never mind, just leave it, guys, because I don't want to get too much of this other crap. But we have a bunch of extra stuff just all over the damn place. Let's go back real quick, pick up all that stuff, and then we will come back and put it in the MAM, and we can just kind of babysit the MAM while we do this little project. Did I put turbo boosters in that guy too? That guy has accelerators. This guy does not. And I'm not putting in two-way accelerators anymore. I just stop at the first accelerator and I can just fly over the, 2 foundations worth of stuff. This is too slow now. I can't do this anymore. You get used to it and you can't do it, man. This guy also does not have a booster. So at least he goes down, right? Alright, yeah, so we just end like the end of the boosters. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, let's go grab this stuff real quick, and at least we can boost our way back. Let's take all. And then, here we go. Like that. I don't have to first, I don't have to do any editing. It's just 2 seconds, Less editing, man. If nothing else, less editing work. Alright, we get there faster. I don't have to time-lapse every damn 2 seconds. So I think I've picked a second game, Factorio 3. It's a new Paradox game that just came out. It's pretty sweet. I did play another Paradox game, Hearts of Iron 4, which I believe is on this channel. It might be on my other channel, which is now defunct, and I probably should move some videos over from that, actually. But, yeah, so I'm going to have to buy that game. I'm going to have to catch up on it and play it a while, so it's not going to show up, like, immediately. Let's get this because it's a minute. That's going to help our train stop and start faster and things like that. So that's going to help. Let's drop a box right here. Actually, we already have some boxes available. Let's just store all there. Then we can just pick up our whole inventory from here. There we go. Now we're back in action. But yeah, so that game is pretty sweet. It's very, very complicated, so it's going to take me a while to buff up. But it's going to be sweet. I'm really looking forward to it. So let me know in the comments section if that's something you're pumped about seeing too, or if you're playing it as well. And it's going to be sweet. It's going to be sweet. So we've already got these 2 petals of the flower online. They're already piped in and everything. So really all we need to do is pipe the rest of these dudes in, which should be really simple. And then we're good to go. Now, I don't know where we put this. I do like to make... Well, it doesn't matter. I guess we went down sort of like this, I'd say, I guess. And then we just kind of drew this along. And we'll color everything later. Do we want the indicator there? We like the indicator there. Let's get on the pipe thing here, the pipe toolbar. There we go. Let's use the number 1 on that guy. We don't want that. And is it curving? Yes. It's sort of curving into the center, which is cool. I'm fine with that. There's the indicator pipe, so we actually don't need another indicator. So let's just drag this guy all the way down, and we'll start putting in junctions. It'll be super, super simple. Super easy, super awesome. Everybody's going to love it. Going to get some more power onto the system, and should be just super fast. I mean, it shouldn't take that long. No, that's right. I don't like doing it this way. I like doing it, with this one, I like putting the junctions down. I just think it's so easy. And it auto-aligns everybody. Oops. It auto-aligns everybody as I screw it up. So let's do that. Luckily, these guys only use 4.5 turbo fuel per second. It's such a low amount. We get so much out of that turbo fuel. And we don't have to expand the turbo fuel plant because we actually produce enough turbo fuel for like 54 machines or something. And we're only putting in 40 right now. So, maybe we leave it that way then. It's a little off. I don't like that. While it lines up with our original pipe, it looks funky. I don't like that. So let's try to get this into the center. I'm surprised it's not trying to line up. Well, now it lines up with that, so that's good. But, yeah, we don't have to generate more turbo fuel. When we put a whole nother flower in here, a flower being this whole level, we're going to do another level and offset it, which is going to be kind of cool. Then we will have to expand the turbo fuel plant, because it's just not going to have enough at that point. Actually, that was fine. Alright, let's make sure that these are non-indicated. Let's actually get this guy in. On the way back, we'll put in the rest of it. Now, it's going to take a sec for these guys to come online because the fuel has to fill up the pipe and stuff. It is ready to go. I did plumb the whole thing. It's just fluids take a little bit to fill up. It's not a long time, but it's a little bit. Man, these are really finicky little pipes here. They don't like to connect. Then we're going to come back through and color this whole thing in at the last second. We also need to connect them with power. We will do that. These guys should start running pretty much immediately. There's that dead zone in the middle of the flower petal that I had to fix over there. I'm probably going to take that pole out, though, because it's not that bad, actually. These guys should fire up really soon here. Oh, they don't have a connection, so they're just chilling. So let's get the connections in. It's so nice to expand a facility that's already set up. And this one, I think, looks amazing. This is when I started to make better looking buildings because I didn't have to make so many damn buildings. Alright, that's one leaf online. Let's get this guy in. How did we do him? We didn't. We didn't do him over here. Well, let's get this in. Oh no, I want Zoop, dude. I should have done this off camera, but I didn't, so we're going to fix it now. I really don't... There's really no need. Why don't we just end this like that? Does that connect? It doesn't, but we can probably do... There we go. Well, no. No, that's not what I want. No. How are we going to do this? We need a wall right there. A wall would do it, I think. The height is weird. You know what? We'll just go down right here. We'll just do stairs down, I guess. That's probably what we would normally should do. We also probably need an exit right here, like a couple stairs down right here in the center. Like if this was a real walkway, that's how you'd do it. We aren't going to do that right now, though, probably. Although this isn't taking very long to set up, so maybe we will. We went to, I want to say there. And then stairs down. Great. So this side's all set up. We will do some stairs down, I think, on this guy real quick. Let's do it, I would say, right there would be a good spot to do it. We just replace it with this guy and then stairs. Yeah, on either side. Oh, perfect. So let's do it all over here. Let's just fix this. It's okay to spend a little bit of time on stuff like this. It makes the building look nice. So we will do it. I think making the building look nice is stuff that's okay to keep on camera. What do you guys think about that, too? I love feedback. I'm not asking you guys to get comments for the algorithm. I mean, obviously it helps. That does help. But mostly, I love interaction with people that watch the videos. That's why I respond to every comment. That's what I find fun in doing YouTube. Not the only thing, but I think it's a lot of fun for me. And so when I hear about what you guys like, I can implement more of that. Actually, we don't have one in right here, do we? So that's why I constantly ask for feedback, just because I like to implement stuff you guys like. It again, increases the fun for me, right? Alright, so let's color these guys, I guess. We could go back and color them at the very end, but I think we should do it while we're here. Man, this building looks just so sweet. This and I think the manufacturing center, definitely the two best looking buildings in my Let's Play, for sure, in this series, or this season. I think in the previous season, the best looking building was probably either Ironworks or Assembly Plant. I put a lot of time into those guys. Who else? Steel Mill looked kind of neat. Copper Works looked really cool. The buildings looked a lot cooler, I think, back then because I was newer to building them. And I didn't mind building a whole bunch of, like, construction facilities and stuff. Okay, so let's get off this guy. It's time to put more pipe in. That's what she said. Alright, let's get this guy to the center. Right? Like we do like. And I want to put him... it's hard to see now. Let me put your flashlight on, John. I think that's right, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's about like that. And then we're going to put junctions in. We've already learned that that's what we want to do. That's funny, we're spending a lot more time on beautification than we are actually improving the plant. That's kind of hilarious. So there are some pockets here where I'm not getting a lot of support for this hover pack, but when we get these things online, that won't be the case. Why don't we do all the pipes at the same time? That'd be smart. Right? Let's just pipe this whole thing while we're here. And then we'll do power, and then we've got another 3K, another 3 gigs of power on our system, right? Oh, by the way, when I was working for Calpine, the power company, you think these power systems are big. They had 22 gigawatts of power in their network that they were supplying across the United States. It was kind of cool. They also had plants in Europe. That was kind of a cool expansion they did. But that's only one power company. And we have a few power companies across the United States. So it's... Oh, I didn't color the pipes. Oh, we got to do that. But yeah, they had a huge system. I mean, it was pretty impressive, I thought. I want to say they had like 45 power plants, something like that. One of their power plants is called the Geysers, which is in, I think it's in Colorado, but it has to do with the hot springs over there, the giant hot springs, and they've put just giant steam turbines in right above the hot vents to obviously take advantage of that hot, basically free steam. They're literally almost free. Those plants just generate, I mean, they just print money. We now have an extra 3 gigawatts. It's that simple, guys. When you prep the building, you got to over-prep, right? You make it bigger than it needs to be so that it's easy to scale. You need to build scalable systems, which is what we just did. Now, let's make sure the ramp is fixed, is put in, and then this flower is done. This part of the system is complete. Yep, almost done, almost done. We got to color these guys, though. They're going to come out green, which is fine. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody say wayo. If you know that song, you're probably as old as I am. All right, sweet. Let's go check the power now. And we are going to take out this power pole that's over here. It's just an eyesore. I have not been able to put the lights in that are not working. Why aren't they working? They're powered. Why aren't they working? I can't. They are powered, correct? Yeah. Well, this is odd. Why aren't they on? Is this guy, like, not connected anymore? He's got to be connected. He's connected right there. And that's connected down here. And... connected across the way. I think this leads to that. Yeah, that leads to the big power pole. Let's take that out. He's obviously screwing with us. Well, the main power is actually right here. It's right... Oh, it's not connected here anymore, I don't think. Where is this going? It is connected. So that's connected to that. I'm getting power. How come these are off? Let's just put another one in. Let's figure this out. Figured it out. Alright, let's put them right there. Although I think it probably is better to put them up a little higher. Can't I put them up? Yeah, that's... Well, I already started doing it. But I think that is better. Anyway, let's look at why this isn't working. Now, if this guy works, then we've just got an issue. There's a problem with these lights. I should hook them up on a switch anyway. Oh well, we're not going to mess with that for now. I can mess with that off camera. Let's get another MAM upgrade in there. Because we really should have been paying more attention. Well, I should have been paying more attention to that. Let's store all. And slap another thing in here real quick. There we go. What do we got? What do we got available? 2 minutes 30 for better brakes. Or do we want more? We want faster. So these are going to be good to upgrade. I'm not saying they're not. Like, we want to upgrade the size. But our system is so underbuilt right now compared to what we're trying to do. I feel like we're going to ask them to do a lot more with really anemic systems. And so maybe it's better just to increase the trains and then circle back to increasing inventory space, right? Well, we can increase this. That would help them store so that they can actually manage more workload. The problem is we're not feeding it more, so it doesn't really matter. 5 minutes? What are we doing next? Let's do this one. Because it's just a little bit faster. And then now that we've expanded the power plant here, we're going to be doing the load balancer. So that doesn't take very much time. We can come back here, figure it all out. Yes, 8,400 megawatts, 8.4 gigs right there. That is much better. Obviously, right? But I'm really sad that those lights aren't working. Man, that thing could look so cool. I need to go back there and spend some time. Anyway, okay. Let's get on to the next thing, which is really Steel Mill A has needed a load balancer since the dawn of time, and I'm really surprised that we haven't had any problems over there. Now, do I want to load balance the ingots and the coal? Which would be really wise to do, because really what we want is the supply trains to even out evenly, right? But I think we can accomplish the same goal if we just have the steel ingots themselves be drawn out at an even rate, which means we only need one balancer. So I think that's how I'm going to do it. We got to drop these guys. We're just going to come back here. We can, I guess. I'd really like to take these with us. Can I take these with us? It's only one line. No. Absolutely not. And now they're all mixed up. We might have to come back here, guys. It's going to be fine. Let's just drop off this stuff. Well, again, we really only want to do... Oh, I can't see it now, but we really only want to do the one with computers and stuff. We'll just leave it here. We'll be back. Let's pick up this stuff. Take all... There we go. Alright, let's get over here and put that load balancer in. And then we're going to start working on the ore warehouse. And I'm not sure... Yeah, we're about at half. Again, a couple boosters there. Probably need 2 or 3 more, honestly, because we're going uphill. We need boosters here. And you know what? We're putting boosters in. We need boosters. All these guys need boosters. This is... Well, it's not too short. Let's put, like, 4 more boosters in on this. Let's get to the booster menu here. Well, really, it's Hypertube here. So we got 1, 2, 3... 4 additional ones. Now, I guess this is the first time you see me build one of these on camera, I guess, huh? Okay, the MAM's done. We're going to go back, actually. We're right next to it. That's perfect, actually. Okay, before we do anything else, we put the tube in. That's what she said. Oh, no. That's incorrect. If it doesn't click right in, something's wrong. It's trying to click past it. Now I'm just going to double-click these guys. Okay, and then what we're going to do is remove these. If you don't remove these, it slows you down, basically stops you. And then I'm going to upgrade this guy to a Mark II. And the way I do it is I usually put 4 guys on each Mark II. So this guy's going to have 3. And this guy's going to have these 2 guys, right? Well, he really only has 1. But let's hook these guys up. Then we'll do our other train upgrade. And then we'll hop back in here and do the load balancer. So I think what we do is we move the train upgrades down to coming up. Like coming soon, because... And I think I have space... I don't. Let's just store a little bit of stuff here. But we move it to coming soon, and did we do the rest of them later? We want... expanded speed, and again, this is going to chew up a lot more power. 50... okay, we only need a stack of computers, and we need wire. And this one's 5 minutes. This is the last one we want to do on this episode, at least. There we go. Alright, that guy is done. Take. Okay, great. Now let's get back over to what we're doing. I love the upgradable trains. I really think that's something they should put in the main game. It's too cool, man. Alright, let's check this out. Let's check our work. That is much better. Especially since we're about to have to go uphill. These sections slow you down, I've noticed. Why do they do that? I don't know why it would slow you down. It, like, re-regulates you. So you want those as few as possible, basically. Actually, we need to run under here and get into the other one. Right, we have hypertube systems for this. We could just fly over there. It's probably faster. Alright, so here's Steel Mill A. I did remove the original station I put in, because he's never delivering any ingots. He just literally pushes them right over to Steel Mill B, and he's good to go. It's like it's a no-brainer. So I took that thing back out, because it was costing us power. So here's Steel Mill A. Very old building, with old funky stuff going on, where we literally plastered this whole thing with above ground, this really nasty catwalk. I don't know why I did this. In fact, I think how I did it at, ooh, I need to be careful. I probably can't pick all of this up. The way I did it at the manufacturing center was a much better way, where I used foundation. It just looks cooler. Okay, I'm still good, so let's do some more of it. We need the space for a load balancer in here, which is going to consume a lot of the space, at least. Oh, okay, I'm still going strong. Good. Pretty soon, I think the rods are going to take up that extra slot, but we'll see. Alright, those are out. We do need to take out also the belts. Eventually, we're going to have to upgrade these belts, too, but let's see how it's unbalanced. And that's because it's not balanced down there, either. These are coming in at different rates and stuff. So what I'm going to do is let's just take this out. We're going to have a problem with steel, obviously, for a little bit. And yeah, we don't have any space now. Let's set down a box just to store some junk in real quick so we don't create a bunch of crates. Let's store concrete, I guess. No, let's store rotor industrial strength beam. We don't need that. Or encased industrial strength beam. Alright. Because we're going to put back down, I think, Tier 3 belt. We'll upgrade to Tier 4 when we upgrade the steel system, which will be after we upgrade the iron system and the warehouse and all these other things. So it's a ways off. I'm not really concerned. That's the thing about upgrading your system, too. Once you do that, you have to upgrade the whole thing. All the way down the production line, right? You can't just upgrade one building. That doesn't really do anything. Because if your next building can't handle the capacity, who cares, right? Okay, so I think we can keep these the way they are. We can use those belts. What we're going to do is plop down these guys, right? Let's start from over here. This is where most crucial to be able to connect back into those belts right there. So let's put a splitter here. We have plenty of space. Yeah, we have plenty of space. Let's put a splitter stack here. This is a 4-to-4 balancer, which I've made tons of. Actually, the mergers go at last here, so let's do mergers. But I've made tons of these. I'm getting pretty good at it. I don't have it memorized, but I am getting pretty good at it. So you also haven't seen me make one of these on camera in a while. So what you do, first, there's a link in the video description for the mappings of all these things, and I'm going to pull that up, actually, so I can look at the map for that. But yeah, find this link in the video description. It tells you where to put all the belts and stuff like that. I don't memorize this because you don't need to. That's why these maps exist, right? So you don't have to. Okay, so the way this works is you want at least one foundation of space between these two guys, right? So since this guy ends right there, this guy has to end right where he has to end also where this guy ends. A whole foundation of space. See? If you look at it, well, I can't pick it up. Yeah, I can't pick it up. But that's a whole foundation. So let's make sure they're all going the same direction. And then we need another set of mergers. We can literally just put them right behind these guys because they don't need any space. And one more set of splitters. Again, one foundation away, so we want it right there. And the MAM is done, and that means we're done with our upgrades for this episode at least. Alright, now let's get these guys hooked up. Right, let's balance this thing. So I know this goes to here. Actually, it goes on the left side. I mean, yeah, that's fine. I can do it on the right side or the left side, but why don't we do it on this side? I'll treat it like this. It's going backward. And I do have some of this memorized. Like, this goes like that. This goes up to here. This is a pretty simple setup on this. So, yeah, this part I've got. I'm good. Then this goes to here. And then the bottom one goes to the bottom one. Now, the next one is sort of similarly easy, except it's got a few different gotchas. So you got to be... I don't know if that really affects the system or not. I'm guessing it does, and so it's... I just go with whatever they say to do. I didn't test it or anything to see if my theories hold, but... Okay, so there's that. Then we go on... No, then we stay on the left again, but now we're using the right side. Again, we're going to go to the middle and go to the right. But here's where it gets weird. You'd think you'd go right to here, right? And go to the right again of this. You'd think it would go like that. It doesn't. It goes like this. Which I'm not sure if this is, like, not right or not. No, I need belt. What are you doing? Belt has, like, the smallest hitbox in the game, it feels like. Okay. Sorry, I had to itch my nose. Okay, so I'm going from the left side to the right side. And then I go like that. So that's a little different at the end. I'm not exactly sure why they do that. But, alright, let's get these guys all belted back in. We got to fix the balance of these trains up there, or this won't be balanced. So, let's go... It'd probably be easiest to have this guy go to the top. But instead, what we'll do is we'll try... You know what we'll do is we'll go backward with this. We'll just bring this guy down. And then, actually, you know what? We're going to do it like that. We're just going to do it like this. I think it's going to be easier to manage it this way. Because things won't clip, and it'll just work out better. There we go. So now they're going to balance. Watch what comes out the other side, guys. It's actually perfect example. There are only 3 lines that are moving, right? But watch this. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try it without... I think it's going to clip. It's not working. Oh, I didn't hook up the ones in between. That's okay. I'll hook them up in a minute. Because I want to make sure I can get this in. Again, I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I'm not going to be super concerned with clipping. Because I just don't want to screw around too much. That looks decent. Alright, now let's hook it up and watch what happens. We only have 3 belts coming in, right? But, oops, I'm too far away, I think. But on the way out, we're going to have 4 belts. And actually, this will balance itself. I actually don't have to do anything. Well, come on. How come we don't have 4? This is not working. It's going to 2. See, this is the kind of thing I need to watch. How come this is not filling up all the belts? It's only filling 2 of the belts. It's actually going from 3 to 2. That's really strange. I thought it would... maybe we need to cross these over before that. Isn't that what this is supposed to do? Let me look at this thing, make sure I did that right. Yeah, it looks right to me. I think this is exactly what you're supposed to do. Right? Yeah. Yep, this looks like what it says. But it's literally putting it to 2 belts. It should be to 4 belts now. What it's supposed to do is if you pull off one line, it pulls from all the belts. So maybe it only balances the draw if all 4 belts are full. But I thought it would work the other way around too. Oh, I need a 3 to 4 balancer. That's why this isn't working. A 3 to 4 balancer would balance it, but this is a 4 to 4, and since one of our lines aren't working, it won't work. So what we need to do is we got to go up here. Actually, this will balance itself. But I think what we do instead is we're going to balance it for it. Let's go up here and balance these trains out now. Because we really do need all these guys to be running. This guy's empty, see? It's not balanced. So let's take from this guy who has a ton and just put it in here. Let's get some from... We'll get some from each guy until this guy has all that he needs, right? Till they're even. Now, sometimes this can be because your build is not right. Like, maybe your build is unbalanced. That can happen. It could be that. But most of the time, this is just because over time, the system is becoming unbalanced. So let's start filling this guy's container until all these containers are the same. We might not be able to do a lot after this. Maybe we should do, like, half rows now or something. This is fairly balanced now. It's not that big of a deal now if it's not super, super, super balanced. Yeah, you see we're getting pretty close to being balanced. The thing is, this other system is it's gonna eat a ton of resources before it slows down. Because it's got to fill all those machines again. So technically, we got to keep going. Let's give it, I don't know, another 400 of each of these guys. Okay, that's good. So this guy's starting to unload off the train too, so that's good. That guy, he'll leave. It's another reason why you need to balance the heck out of this. So that means we can really pull off this guy. This guy is really going to be full. Right, because these guys are emptying. See, they don't have as much. But this guy's going to be chock full now. We'll check him in a sec. Hold on. Once it releases, once the animation finishes. There we go. Yeah, see, he's chock full now. So he can afford to not have as many ingots as these other guys. So let's pull again from him. Actually, we should just pull out of his receiver guy. Put into here. Ah, he's super full. Okay, I think we're good. I think he's pretty backed up. So let's give to this guy maybe. Maybe we'll balance this guy out. This guy is all... Oh, he's really low actually. So let's get this guy some stuff. Actually, this guy's now overly full. Right? So let's take from him and give to this guy. There we go. Now, a lot of times I'll run a load balancer on each... really what you want to do is run a load balancer on every resource you have coming in. That's really the best way to do it. But, they take a lot of space, and I did not build this with that kind of space in mind when I built this facility. Okay, I think we're fairly balanced on iron. Now let's check coal, because it's probably unbalanced as well. Yeah, see, this guy is empty, almost. And this guy's chock full. Right? And this guy's probably... Well, he's relatively empty. What we're going to do is pull from this guy and move over to here. Right? Same thing. We're just going to balance this system. We're going to keep pulling from these guys until they let go of their train. Oh, this guy actually has a lot. But we need to get that train moving. We've got to get it out of here. I think we're pretty good, because we just pull off a lot. You know, another thing we can do is upgrade these belts so that it pulls faster. Oh, I can't? I don't... Oh, I left my industrial case beam somewhere. Oh, I left it inside the building. That's right. Why don't we put back here? I think we're good. I don't know, man. We just can't get the coal off fast enough. Let me go get my industrial case beam and upgrade these belts. Because I got to see what the balance is when the train's gone. And now this guy is pretty balanced. We just need to balance his friends. So that if he doesn't stop producing, we're fine. When they stop producing is when they start to really become unbalanced. So you can see we've got 4 to 4 now. The balancer's in. We still don't have any ingots over there. Something is wrong. Something is not working. This splitter is not splitting. Is that a merger? Smart splitter. Well, that's not going to work. We got to tear this out now. It's okay. Let's just tear it out so it can't do anything. That was the problem. I got to tear all the belts out too, because this is not going to work. Now, I could have just configured the smart splitters, but I'm not going to do that. Let's make sure these guys are splitters. Conveyor splitter. That's perfect. Let's put them back in, and actually we have to take all these belts out too. I'm going to have tons of steel on me. I'll just throw it away. It's fine. In fact, let's just discard the fuel. Actually, I could probably put it down here. Let's figure out one of these. Yeah, let's give it to this end box, because this is probably unbalancing steel mill B as well, actually. So let's give him some ingots to work with at least. There we go. Alright, let's get this in the correct way. And I knew there was a problem, because this balancer should balance, even if you give it 3 belts worth of stuff. You guys probably saw that. You're like, dude, you're doing it wrong. And you'd be correct. Luckily, this is the one I already memorized, so this is pretty easy. And yes, this is working correctly. I've done these like 1,000 times this exact way, so that's why I was like, it's weird that it's not working. That's not typical. Because I've done I have about 20 of these in my system, so it should be working just fine. Alright. No, we did it like this, didn't we? I kind of like that better. And then down on the floor. Boom. Now we should have 4 belts. There we go. Everybody's flowing. Everybody's a lot more happy. It looks way more balanced. And there you go. System balanced. The bottom one looks a little heavy, but I think it's got a little extra in it. See, now we're going to get a ton flowing to these guys, because they have a lot of space. But the great thing about it is, even if 2 belts need more, this is the whole point to this thing. Say you have one line that's like really chewing it up, like they're making a certain product that's in high demand, right? And that top belt is flowing like a mad dog. Well, all 4 of these lines can support that guy. So they'll evenly empty out, and the cars up top will evenly empty out as well. That's the whole point of the belt balancer. So, cool. Okay, that's working. We figure out why as well. Let's get upstairs and put in those upgraded belts, if I can carry this, which I can. Okay, great. Cool. I just don't want to leave behind any gotchas, you know? So let's upgrade the coal belts and then see if we can figure out the balance of that train, and then this system is good to go. I don't think we got to balance the other side. It should be okay. It should self-balance. Well, it looks like this guy's doing a little better. Let's upgrade all these so that when we pull out of the box, it unloads the train faster. And then we're going to pull out of this box. Well, first we got to make another box. I want to pull out a little at a time, so I'm not going to give myself much space. Let's throw this in this guy. Again, it's going to... Well, he's got some to work with, so that's good. Let's fill his whole thing, because everybody over here is full. Right? Everybody else's box are full, at least, except for this guy. Wow, he's got a ton. He's still not pulling off? Okay. There we go. He's emptying out. We would have had a problem. We actually were having a problem over here. One of the lines was not producing steel. So that's a problem. When your system is unbalanced like that, it becomes a big issue when you're using trains. They have to be balanced. so that you get better throughput, right? Because this guy's just sitting here. He could be going to get more coal so that the whole system is not waiting around. Okay, so this guy's got a ton. Let's balance him back out. This guy is fairly full. He's got like a half. This guy's got he's got more than his fair share. Let's pull from this guy and give to this guy. Right, let's actually pull all his stuff out and put it in the box, because I want to see like what he has to work with. Let's fill the box up. There we go. Okay, so he's just like these guys. The box is full. Except he's pulling out. Yeah, there we go. It's full. Okay. Now let's look at what the actual platforms have. Okay, he's actually a little low now, it looks like. Yeah, he's the lowest. Now these guys are the highest. Okay, that fills that guy back up. He's good. This guy has a little extra. So let's pull out, I don't know, 4 stacks. Put it in here. Right? There. Maybe we'll take a couple stacks out of these guys. Let's really, like, seriously balance this thing, because I don't want to have to do this again. Okay, we're balanced. Everything's good. Sweet. Now the system is good. This is the first system I put in, really. Well, besides the smeltery, which I've already balanced. This is the last system that's not balanced, really. So we just did that. Let's check that off the list too. Very cool. Very awesome. We did the load balancer steel mill A. Boom. So I think that's going to do it for this episode. Let's go check downstairs and make sure everybody's good to go. Again, we'll go check steel mill B too. This guy, you know what we need to do? Well, he's only producing as fast as he can. It's kind of weird that it's not pulling as much from the other guys. Why don't we increase... Well, they're all locked up. I wish it would flow better to the upper belts, because then we have a lot of backup that could just flow on through there. Oh, there's no thing here. There we go. That's why this is not helping as much. That's better. That helps. Okay, that unstoppered that. There we go. Now it's flowing a lot better. And it's going to have to do that till these boxes fill up. So this guy is starting to fill up. That's good. Now, steel mill B, which let's go check that out real quick, is going to have a better flow of materials to work with. Probably had a whole line that was just not doing anything, which could be why I was having such a problem with pipes, because one line of pipes was just not doing anything. Yeah, everyone's flowing now. It's all good. Sweet, everything is working great now. That's going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Just fixing the steel mill, adding to the power system, getting some train upgrades. Really great system. Getting us really ready to do this massive expansion we're about to do over here at the new warehouse that I put in. Let me just give you a little sneak peek of it really, really fast. It's right over here. You can kind of see it now. It's not going to be fancy or anything. It's literally just going to be... What's going on here? How come you can't see my hands? Did I hit a button? Anyway, it's going to be pretty cool. I really can't wait to do it, show it to you. We're really just going to go out and get some more ore, and we're going to have 2 ore stations for iron, and it's going to feed it all down here, and you can see I already got some belts set up to feed this guy a massive amount of iron and really expand that smeltery. So really looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll see you on that video as well in those next few videos and beyond, and I will see you next time. Stay frosty.